नमस्कार विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, मी सूर्यकांत रोडगे, सहयोगी प्राध्यापक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स विभाग, आदर्श विज्ञान, जयरामदास भागचंद कला व बिर्ला वाणिज्य महाविद्यालय, धामणगाव, रेल्वे, जिल्हा अमरावती, महाराष्ट्र राज्य, इंडिया. मित्रांनो, इतर देशांप्रमाणेही आज आपल्या भारत देशावर कोरोना म्हणजेच कोविड-19 या विषाणूने थैमान घातलेले आहे. मित्रांनो, हा विषाणू फार महाभयंकर आहे आणि अशा या महाभयंकर विषाणूपासून जर आपल्याला मुक्त राहायचे असेल तर आपण काही गोष्टी पाळल्याच पाहिजे. पहिली गोष्ट म्हणजे सोशल डिस्टन्सिंग. सोशल डिस्टन्सिंग म्हणजे तुम्ही ज्या व्यक्तीसोबत बोलत आहात त्याच्यामधलं अंतर जे आहे ते 1 मीटरपेक्षा जास्त असायला पाहिजे. तसेच दिवसातून 4 ते 5 वेळा तुम्ही तुमचे हात कमीत कमी 20 सेकंद साबणाने स्वच्छ धुवा. आवश्यक असेल तरच घराबाहेर पडा, अन्यथा घराबाहेर पडू नका. खूपच महत्त्वाचे काम असेल तर माझ्यासारखा मास्क लावून किंवा तोंडाला रुमाल बांधूनच घराबाहेर पडा. आता तुमचे सध्या अभ्यासाचे दिवस असतील तर तुम्ही तुमचा अभ्यास नोट्स आणि पुस्तकांमधून जर करत असाल तर अभ्यास करण्यापूर्वी ते नोट्स आणि पुस्तक हे 20 ते 30 मिनिट सूर्यप्रकाशामध्ये ठेवा आणि नंतरच त्याचा तुम्ही अभ्यासाकरता उपयोग करा. तसेच मी आणि माझ्या सर्व सहकाऱ्यांनी तुमच्याकरता व्हिडिओ लेक्चर्स तयार केलेले आहेत आणि ते यूट्यूबवर अपलोडसुद्धा केलेले आहेत. त्या सर्वांच्या लिंक्स तुम्हाला पाठवलेल्या आहेत. ह्या व्हिडिओ लेक्चर्सचा तुम्ही वापर करा आणि कोरोनापासून मुक्त राहा, स्वच्छ राहा, स्वस्थ राहा, मस्त राहा. धन्यवाद.
Friends, today we are going to study number system. Number system. Any number system is an ordered set of symbols known as digits with rules defined for performing arithmetic operations. Then radix or base of number system. The total number of digits or basic symbols used in the number system is known as radix or base of number system. See here in this figure, this is a decimal number system. Decimal number system uses 10 digits, that is digits from 0 to 9, and that's why base of the number system, decimal number system is 10. Then binary number system. Radix or base of binary number system is 2 because it uses only two digits or two symbols, 0 and 1. Octal number system uses 8 digits, 0 to 7, and therefore radix or base of this octal number system is 8. See here, hexadecimal number system. Hexadecimal number system uses 16 digits from 0 to F. So the base or radix of this system is 16. Then binary number system. The number system whose base is 2 is known as binary number system. The symbols used in binary number system are 0s and 1. Bits means 0 and 1 are called binary digits or bits. Nibble, group of 4 bits is called nibble. That is, here example is shown 1 0 1 1. Then byte, group of 8 bits is called byte. So this is the example of group of 8 bit, and this group of 8 bit is known as byte. Then most significant bit, the leftmost bit in the number system is called most significant bit. Then LSB, the rightmost bit is called least significant bit. Then binary to decimal conversion. Any binary number can be converted into its equivalent decimal number by using weights assigned to each bit position. See here, so weight at this position is 2 raised to power 0 means 1. Weight at this position is 2 raised to power 1 means 2. Weight at this particular bit position is 2 raised to power 2 means 4. Weight at this particular bit position 2 raised to power 3 means 8. 2 raised to power 4 means 16 for integer part, and for fractional part weight of this particular bit position is 2 raised to power minus 1, that is 0.5. For this bit position, 2 raised to power minus 2 means 0.25, and 2 raised to power minus 3 means 0.125. So this example shows whenever you have to convert this binary number into its equivalent, so that can be performed by the weights assigned to each bit position. So see here weight of this one is 1, weight of this one is 2, 0, weight of this 0, this particular position is 4, weight of this particular position is 8. Similarly for fractional part, weight of this particular position is 0.5, weight of this particular position is 0.25, likewise. Okay, so see here for integer part, 1 into 1, so this is the weight and this is the bit, 1 bit into position of that particular bit position, second bit into weight of that bit position, 0 into weight of that particular bit position, 1 into weight of that particular bit position. Likewise for fractional part, 0 into weight of this particular bit position plus 1 into 0.25, that is the weight of this particular bit position. Therefore 8 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0.25, so that is equals to 11.25. Therefore decimal equivalent of this particular binary number is 11.25. Now decimal to binary conversion. Step 1, divide the given decimal number by 2 and write down quotient and remainder. Step 2, take the quotient from step 1 and again divide it by 2, write down the quotient and remainder. Repeat this same procedure of division till we get the quotient as 0. Step 4, the remainders are taken in reverse order, give the equivalent binary number. This is for the integer part. Then for fractional part, multiply the given fractional part by 2, record the carry in integer position, take the fractional part of step 2 and again multiply it by 2, record the carry in integer position. Step 4, repeat the same process till we get fractional part at 0 or until we have as many digits necessary for our application. Step 5, carries taken in forward order gives the equivalent binary fractional number. Then example, so see here we have to convert this particular number into its binary equivalent. So see here for integer part, divide this 49 by 2, it gives you 24 and remainder as 0. Then divide this 24 by 2, quotient is 12 and remainder is 0. Divide this 12 by 2, we have quotient is 6 and remainder is 0. Divide again 6 by 2, then quotient is 3 and remainder is 0. Again divide this 3 by 2, quotient is 1 and remainder is 1. Again divide this 1 by 2, then quotient is 0 and remainder is 1. So here the quotient is 0, then you have to stop the procedure and take these remainders in reverse order like this. This is the MSB and this is the LSB. 1 1 0 0 0 1 is the binary equivalent of the 49. Then for fractional part, what you have to do? You have to multiply 0.457 into 2, it gives 0.94. So 0.94 is the fractional part and this 0 is the integer part. Write down the integer part here or carry part here. Then again multiply this 0.914 into 2, it gives you 1.824. So here fractional part is 0.824 and integer part is 1. Again take this integer part, take this fractional part and multiply it by 2. Again we get 1.656. So write down the fractional part here and integer part here. Integer part is 1 and fractional part is 0.656. Again multiply this by 2. Therefore we get 1.312. So write down here fractional part 0.312 and carry or integer part here. Again multiply this particular fractional part by 2. It will give you the 0.624. So this is the fractional part and this is the integer part. And these carries, when taken into the forward order, gives you the binary equivalent of this particular fractional number. So you can perform this conversion in this manner also. Then octal number system. The number system whose base is 8 is called octal number system. The basic symbols used in octal number system are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Octal to decimal conversion. Any octal number can be converted into its equivalent decimal number using the weights assigned to each digit position given below. So see here, the weight of this particular bit position is 8 raised to 0. Weight for this bit position is 8 raised to 1, then 8 raised to 2, 8 raised to 3, 8 raised to 4 for integer part. And for fractional part, weight of this particular bit position is 8 raised to minus 1, then 8 raised to minus 2, then 8 raised to minus 3. So this example clears the idea about the conversion of octal to decimal. See here, 4 into, for integer part, 4 into 8 raised to 0, 3 into 8 raised to 1, so it gives you 24 plus 4, that is 28. Therefore, decimal equivalent of 34 octal equals to 28. Then for integer part, divide the given decimal number by 8, write down the quotient and remainder. Take quotient in step 1 and again divide it by 8, write down the quotient and remainder. Repeat the same process of division till we get quotient as 0. Remainders taken into reverse order give you the equivalent octal number. Then for fractional part, in step 1 multiply the given fractional part by 8, record the carry in integer position. In step 3, take the fractional part of step 2 and multiply it by 8, record the carry in integer position. Step 4, repeat the same process till we get fractional part as 0 or until we have as many digits as necessary for our application. Step 5, the carries are taken in forward order, give the equivalent octal fractional number. Then example, so whenever you have to convert 46.72 into its decimal into its octal equivalent, then what do you do? For integer part, what do you do? You have to divide the 46 by 8, write down the quotient and remainder. See here, 46 is divided by 8, therefore quotient is 5 and remainder is 6. Again take out this quotient here and divide it by 8, and then you will get quotient as 0 and remainder as 5, and these are taken into the reverse order. 5 6 is the octal equivalent of 46. Then for fractional part, what do you do? For 0.72, what do you do? You have to multiply it by 8. Then we have 5.76. The fractional part is written here while integer part is written here. Again take this fractional part, multiply it by 8, it will give you the 6.08. Write down the fractional part here and integer part here. Again take this fractional part here, multiply it by 8, so that gives you 0.64. Write down the integer part, fractional part here and integer part here. Then take this fractional part and again multiply it by 8, it will give you the 5.12. So write down the fractional part here and integer part here. Take these carries in forward order, that will give you the octal equivalent of the fractional part. Therefore, octal equivalent of 0.72 decimal is 0.5605. Therefore, 46.72, this is a decimal number. Therefore, its octal equivalent is 56.5605 octal. Octal to binary conversion. To convert a octal number to binary number, convert each octal digit into its 3-bit binary equivalent. See here. So 3-bit equivalent of 0 is 000. 3-bit equivalent of this one is 001. Equivalent of 2 is 010. Equivalent of 3 is 011. Equivalent of 4 is 100. 3-bit equivalent. 3-bit equivalent of 5 is 101. 3-bit equivalent of this 6 octal number is 110. So this octal is equivalent to 111. See here. Whenever you have to convert this octal into its binary equivalent, what you have to do? You have to convert each digit into its 3-bit equivalent binary number. So see here, we have converted this 7 as 111, 6 as 110, 4 as 100, 3 as 011 and 2 as 010. So the 234.67 octal number whose binary equivalent is 0100100.11011. So this is the binary equivalent of this octal number. Then binary to octal conversion. Make a groups of 3 bits starting from binary point to right side for fractions and to the left side for integers. Add zeros if necessary at each end. Convert each group of 3 bits to its octal equivalent. From this example, how to convert binary number into its octal equivalent can be clear. So see here, for integer part what you do? You have to go from this binary point. So 1 1 1, this is the group of 3 bits. So see here, second group is 0 1, but 1 0 is less, therefore you have to add the 0 at the end of each end. So this is the end of integer part and this is the end of fractional part. So see here, 101 is the first group. Okay, here only 1 is remaining, therefore we have added 2 zeros. So you have to add zeros at each end in case of fractional part as well as in case of integer part. So and convert this 3-bit binary number into its octal. So 2, 7, 5 and this is 4. Therefore 10111.1011 is equivalent to 27.54 octal. Octal equivalent of this binary number is 27.54 octal. Now hexadecimal number system. The number system whose base is 16 is known as hexadecimal number system. The basic symbols used in hexadecimal number system are 0, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, E up to F. The advantage of this hexadecimal number system is that hexadecimal number requires less number of bits than decimal or binary number system. Therefore, to specify addresses in microprocessor or microcomputers, this hexadecimal number system is preferred, which saves the time and energy. Hexadecimal to decimal conversion. Any hexadecimal number can be converted into its equivalent decimal number by using weights assigned to each digit position as given below. So see here, for integer part, bit at this particular bit position has a weight 16 raised to power 0. Bit at this particular bit position has weight 16 raised to power 1. Bit at this position has weight 16 raised to power 2. Bit at this particular bit position has weight 16 raised to power 3. bit at this particular bit position has weight 16 raised to power 4. For fractional part, weight at this particular bit position has a weight 16 raised to power minus 1. Weight at this particular bit position has a weight 16 raised to power minus 2, and weight at this particular bit position has a weight 16 raised to power minus 3. So this is an example. You have to convert here FA to hexadecimal into decimal number. So for that purpose you have to use these weights, and by using weights then calculate the value. See here, 2 into 16 raised to power 0 plus A into 16 raised to power 1 plus F into 16 raised to power 2. So F means 15. So 15 multiplied by square of 16 plus A means 10. 10 multiplied by 16 raised to power means 16 plus 2 into 16 raised to power 0 means 1. So this multiplication is about 3840. 10 multiplied by 16 160, and 2 multiplied by 1, that is 2. Therefore 4002. So therefore decimal equivalent of this hexadecimal number is 4002. Decimal to hexadecimal conversion. For integer part, what you have to do? You have to divide the given decimal number by 16 and write down the quotient and remainder. Take the quotient and again divide it by 16, write down the quotient and remainder. Repeat the same procedure of division till we get the quotient as 0. The remainders taken into reverse order give the equivalent hexadecimal number. So this is the procedure for integer part. Now for fractional part, multiply the given fractional part by 16, record the carry in integer position, take the fractional part of step 2 and multiply it by 16, record the carry in the integer position, repeat the same procedure or process till we get the fractional part as 0 or until we have as many digits as necessary for our application. The carries taken in forward order give the equivalent hexadecimal fractional number. So see here, what you have to do? You have to convert this particular decimal number into its hexadecimal number. How to convert that? Divide this 330, this is the integer part. Divide this 334 by 16, then quotient is 20 and remainder is E. Again take this quotient and divide this quotient by 16, therefore quotient is 1 and remainder is 4. Take the quotient here, again divide this quotient, that is 1, by 16, then quotient is 0 and remainder is 1. So here we have to stop the procedure. When quotient is 0, then you have to stop the procedure. And these remainders are taken into reverse order. 1, 4E is nothing but the hexadecimal equivalent of this particular integer part. Then for fractional part, so this is the fractional part. For fractional part, you have to multiply this fractional part by 16, then you will get 12.624. Write down the fractional part here and integer part here. Again take this fractional part and multiply it again by 16. It will give you the 9.984. So write down the fractional part here and integer part here. Again take this fractional part, again multiply it by 16, then you will get 15.744. So write down the fractional part here and integer part here. Again take this fractional part here and again multiply it by 16. Therefore we have 11.884. Write down the fractional part here and integer part here. Then after that these carries are taken into forward order, that will give you the hexadecimal equivalent of the fractional part. So these iterations are performed up to 3 iterations, means perform this process of multiplication up to 3 or 4 times, or you have to perform this multiplication of fractional part by 16 to get the fractional part as 0. But in practice, what you do? You have to perform 4 iterations in the examination. So this is the conversion of decimal to hexadecimal. Then hexadecimal to binary conversion. To convert hexadecimal number to the equivalent binary number, convert each hexadecimal digit to its 4-bit binary equivalent. So see here. So this is the hexadecimal digits 0 to A up to F. But F is not shown here. So see here, 4-bit binary equivalent of 0 is 000. 4-bit equivalent of this one is 001. For 2, 0010. For 10, 1010, and for F 1111. So what you have to do? Whenever you have to convert hexadecimal number into its binary, then what you have to do? You have to convert each digit in the hexadecimal number into its 4-bit binary number. So see here, A means 10, therefore 1010, 0 means 0, so 0000, 9 means 1001, B means 11, so 1011, F means 111, 6 means 0110, D means 1101. So therefore the binary equivalent of this particular hexadecimal number is this number 1010, 000, 1001, 1011, point 111, 011, 1101. So this is the binary equivalent of this particular hexadecimal number. Then binary to hexadecimal conversion. Make a group of 4 bits starting from binary point to right side for fractions and to the left side for integers. Add zeros if necessary at each end. Convert each group of 4 bits into its hexadecimal equivalent. So see here, this is the example. You have to convert the binary number into its hexadecimal equivalent. How this can be performed? What you do? You have to convert a group of 4 bits 1 0 1 1. So this is a group of 4 bit. Then again this 1 is remaining here. Then you have to add 3 zeros 1 0 0 0. Likewise for integer part you have to go from this binary point to the left 0 0 1 1. Okay, so this is one group. Second group is 0 1. So 2 zeros are less here, therefore you have to add 2 zeros to make a group of 4 bits like this. See here it is shown. So for fractional part you have to start the grouping from binary point to the right, and for integer part from binary point to the left. So 1 0 1 1, 1 0 0 0. Okay, because 3 zeros you have to add to make a group of 4 bits. Then for this integer part 0 0 1 1, so this is first group, and here 0 1, and we have to add 2 zeros to make a group of 4 bits. So therefore this is 2, this is C means 12, this is B means 11, and this is 8. So hexadecimal equivalent of this particular binary number is 2C.B8. Okay. Then hexadecimal to octal conversion. First we have to convert hexadecimal to binary and then binary to octal. So see here, we have to convert hexadecimal to the octal. For that purpose, what do you do? You have to convert the given hexadecimal number into its binary equivalent, and then you have to convert this binary into its octal equivalent. So see here, A means 1 0 0. 4 means 0 1 0 0, 0 means 0 0 0, F means 1 1 1 1, then 3 means 0 0 1 1. Then after that you have to convert these binary digits into a group of 3 bits. So see here 0 0 0, 0 0 0, then 1 0 0, then 1 0 1. So this is a group of 3 bits. Then you have to convert this group of 4 bits into 3 bits 1 1 1, then 1 0 0, then 1 1 0. You have to add 0 to make a group of 3 bits. So this is 5, this is equivalent to 5, this is equivalent to 1 hexadecimal octal, this is equivalent to 0, this is equivalent to 0, this is equivalent to 7 octal, this is equivalent to 4, then this is equivalent to 6. So this is the octal equivalent of this particular hexadecimal number. Then octal to hexadecimal conversion. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to convert octal number into its binary equivalent and then make a group of 4 bits. And after making the group of 4 bits, then convert each group of 4 bits into its hexadecimal equivalent. See here, you have to convert this octal number into its binary equivalent first, and then after that you have to make a group of 4 bits and convert each 4 bit group into its hexadecimal equivalent. See here. So this is 4, 1 0 0, 1 1 1 7, 1 0 0 1 0 is 2. Then for the 0 0 0 0, for this 3 0 1 1, and then from this binary number you have to make a group of 4 bits. Okay. So see here, for fractional part you have to go from binary point to the right side, 0 0 0 0. Okay, then 1 1 1. You have to add 2 zeros to make a group of 4 bits. 2 zeros are less here, therefore you have to add 2 zeros. Then for integer part you have to go from binary point to the left. So 0 1 0 1. So this is a group of 4 bits. Then 1 1 0 0, 1 1 0 0. Then this only one is remaining, therefore to make a group of 4 bits you have to add 3 zeros, 1 0 0 0. So these 3 zeros are added to make a group of 4 bits. So this is equivalent to 1, this is equivalent to 3, this is equivalent to A, this is equivalent to 0, this is equivalent to C. So this is a hexadecimal equivalent of the octal number. Likewise, thank you.